Hey YouTube, Logan with Hideaway Homestead here, coming to you with a video here again on water hyacinth, but really just about how much you need to grow to be able to feed your ducks or other animals. And I wanted to use the Muscovy ducks in this example because they've tried it now and they are just addicted to this water hyacinth. I've got a big cluster right here. I've got, oh, he just tried to jump up and grab one. Hold up, buddy. I want to get it on camera. So there's one, two, three, four, five, six, looks like 7 plants. One of them's really big and the others are kind of small. But I'm just going to show y'all real quick how fast they destroy this water hyacinth. As you can see, they're just tearing it apart and swallowing it whole. And the main reason I wanted to show this was because the first video that I made, they were kind of just trying it out and they started to pick at it and then they realized how good it was and then started eating it. And now it's a feeding frenzy every time I bring some in here. Now you can see that about a 6, 7 plants, which would probably, if you've got them, still hydrated and everything, you put them in a bucket, it'd probably take a good, I'd say 20 to 30 of those plants to fill up a 5-gallon bucket. And that many plants will grow just about every week or two in maybe like a 4x4 space. If you've got enough plants in there, you could take half of it every couple of weeks and probably be able to keep it going. I'm gonna, as I get my systems going, record it and get some numbers on this stuff, just to have them supplemental feed maybe 2-3 times a week, and let them eat the water hyacinth. So wanted to show that and give you kind of an idea of where we're going with that. And yeah, I mean, they're almost done. That little guy over there, he's finishing up on those roots. And that's the thing, the Muscovies there will eat the top of the plant and the roots. My rabbits, when I give it to them, they don't eat it as vigorously, and they only eat the tops. They'll leave the roots. But this is definitely a plant that you could work into even like a duck ponics type system. I don't think that the duck ponics, the way it may be made out sometimes, is as easy as people think. I think it's something that would require a good bit of infrastructure to make sure the water's clean. As you can see, I literally, this water right here was just added maybe an hour ago. And as you can see, they've cleaned their bills in it and everything. It's, got to be changed out again, which I normally only change it once or twice a day. They'll muddy it up, but if you did like a pond and you were circulating that water, it would not. I don't think you would ever be able to circulate through enough media to keep it clean, and your pumps would be dirty. There'd be stuff getting clogged. I just see it being a nightmare. Not to say that it can't be done. I'm sure there's people out there that's probably done it and been successful with it. But something I'm gonna be looking at, instead of doing like a duck ponics necessarily, is doing these little mini ponds of maybe something that's like an 8x8 little pond, and having it just like 4 foot deep, and having it to where the ducks can get in it, they can swim, they can bathe, they can filthy it up, and maybe having enough of those little ponds that they could just visit one, say, once a week maybe, or 2 or 3 times a week, but put it in a rotation where I'm letting each pond have about 2 weeks of rest, and that would allow everything to settle back down, clear up, and the plants to recuperate. Say I could take, let's say we have a pond here, and I've got it full of the water hyacinth, and I let it, get just overflowing with the plant. It's all water hyacinth all across the surface of it. I then bring the ducks in. The ducks completely destroy the water hyacinth, eat it all. And then the very next day, where I have this pond, we'll use that little container there. That's my next pond. I take some of the water hyacinths from that pond. Maybe I take, 5, 6, or half the pond, just depending on how many I'd need to be able to keep it growing fast enough. I'd take it and I'd put it back into this pond. And then I'd have the fencing or the fence area closed off from this pond, and then let the ducks in here. And then just continue from pond to pond until eventually I get back to this pond and it's had enough time to regenerate its vegetation growth and to recoup frogs and tadpoles and anything else that they might eat. So once we get in the house and we're on the property, that there's going to be one of the first things that I'm going to get done is having us a coop where we have our ducks and our chickens and our rabbits, and have those rotational paddocks to where they can have a little pond area. And I'm thinking that minimum I'm going to need 8 of them. I think that is going to be the absolute minimum, depending on how big I build them and how many ducks I end up wanting to keep. That's going to be something that's going to require a lot of experimentation. I'm going to have to probably go and get like a kiddie pool or something and just let these ducks go ham on it, and then wait 2 weeks and let the plants, go in it and see how things look. Because I don't want to have a bunch of little ponds that are just little mud holes like this. I want it to be an ecologically stable little pond. It'll have a liner in it because I'm going to need it to hold water really well, because they will be small ponds, so it's not like I'm going to have a huge reservoir. They'll drink a lot of water, they'll splash a lot of it out, so I'll need to make sure that it's lined to where it can be replenished with rainwater. But anyway, made this video go a little bit longer than I expected it to, talking about that. But if you got any questions, leave them down in the comments, or anything to add. If you got any ideas too, maybe you've had some experience with ducks and you'd like to put in your 2 cents on this. And if you like the video, please leave a like. Subscribe to the channel for more stuff like this. I drop a video every day, and we'll see y'all in the next one. Thanks for watching.